Miss Glanville don't want to wait. She says, though, I mean, it might take 5 years for this whole lawsuit with Manzo to be settled, girl. So, look, we have a 5 year plan. She says 5 years is too fucking long. She says, I have shit to do, places to go, people to make out with. And that is when she revealed she has not had sex in over a year. Brandi just wants to kiss somebody. I have news for Brandi Glanville. Now, we have the psychics on our show. Let me tell you, anyone that has psychic readings on a regular basis, they're expensive. But Psychic Source, if you download the Psychic Source app and enter code Velvet, you get a 35-minute reading for $20. Can I just tell you one thing? Did you guys have just literally a second? This is what I love about this thing, which I not someone told me this the other day that they did it and they realized this. So I guess I should make this clear. If you pay the $20, you get 35 minutes. It's a bank. So if you're doing a reading with Psychic Leota and you're 3 minutes in and you just don't like it, don't be fucking shy. You're my audience. After 5 fucking years, if I've taught you nothing, it's to not be shy. Speak up. Now, don't be mean to the psychics. These are good psychics. But speak up because guess what? Your 3 minutes will then be subtracted from the 35, and you'll have 32 minutes in the bank to go have a reading with someone else. So you're not stuck with just one reading. $20 for 35 minutes. I like the 35-minute reading. I stayed with one person. I don't know. To me, January, other than December, but we're in January. Let's focus on where we are. To me, January is the best month to have a reading. I have so many. I mean, look, I guess I'd like to find love. I mean, maybe this is my year. But I really, look, everyone knows I care about the business. I love the business. I love my job. I like business readings. I have a friend, Anessa. She's scared to have a reading. She's like, I don't want my father to come through. Her father passed, and she just isn't prepared for that. I'm like, okay, well, listen, I can't predict if someone's going to come through or not, but the readings are not all. If you don't want that type of reading, you pick a psychic that is focused on business and you have a business reading. Those are the readings I love. I want to hear about what's happening here behind the velvet rope. I mean, I got a plan this year and I need to know what everyone sees for my future. So download the Psychic Source app and I love these readings. 20 fucking dollars. And that's not an ad, people. People on Patreon, sometimes they say, I thought this was no ads. Again, you want to know what an ad is? Come over to the main feed. My kids over here will tell you exactly what an ad is. On Patreon, guys, you could pay a certain amount of money and have no ads. But Brandi, 5 years, girl. So she don't want Terry's plan, and she said Terry is very lovely, but he's not just the best fit for her. But the point I was trying to make with the psychics, when she says, she just wants her face fixed, she has shit to do, she wants to make out with someone. Girl, I ain't no psychic. I don't need to work for the Psychic Source to tell you. There's some straight guy out there who's hornier than fuck that will make out with you, regardless of what your fucking face looks like. You know what I mean? And there's some straight guy that will sleep with you too. I mean, you're Brandi Glanville. You're probably rumor is you're pretty good. You know what I'm saying? So I get where she's going, but lots of people will sleep with you, Brandi. Don't worry. Love that and by the way, Brandi, who's paying for all this surgery? I mean, you're turning down Terry Dubrow. Sounds like he was going to throw it in complimentary. I don't know. Love that she spent Christmas with Eddie and Leanne, and I mean. Okay. She says, the doctors are confused. She had 5 tests and she's just looking forward to figuring out what's going on with her. Her face is fucked. And then she says, well, what can I do? I've had 50 good years. And basically, she's just saying that, she feels empowered because she's owning it, which I agree. I agree. She does say this, though. I get it. I look bad. She's clapping back at someone on Twitter. I get it. I look bad. My entire neck, shoulder, and head feel immense pressure. I'm seeing a new doctor on the 8th. I'm miserable. Be nicer. Be nicer. I share this in case it's happening to others. Please be kinder online. I'm going through this for over a year. I'm fragile. I admit it. Please be nicer. Please be kinder. So she's telling the trolls to be kinder to her for her looks. Now, I hear what she's saying, but come on, girl. Come on, karma. I understand. I think the trolls should be nicer. I don't like I don't like talking about people's looks. We have our very own resident, Sarah Fraser. Sarah Fraser is saying that this Bronwyn over here in the RHOSLC, she calls Bronwyn a toucan. You ever hear Sarah Fraser on our show here call her a toucan? Now look, we have Blaze Rashke, our style expert. We do criticize people's, outfits and fashion. Hello, friends with Melissa Rivers, fashion police. So, I mean, look, I can't unsee it now that our Sarah Fraser put it out there. I do see Bronwyn as a toucan when she has, the painted on eyebrows and they're yellow and orange, and she has some of the reds and, maybe a peacock, but. That's different. I got to get to the bottom of this with Miss Fraser. Is she calling her a toucan because of the outfits or because of her looks? Because I don't like people criticizing people's looks. But I mean, come on, Brandy, now. Come on, girl. I'd like them to be nicer to you too. But if this were LVP, if this were Miss Vanderpump and her face was having some problems, girl, I can't imagine what you would say. I can't imagine it. And by the way, well, I guess we really need to go because this is just a quick hit. There was nothing else. We'll save this other thing for another time. I love you all. That's just some quick hits, but really, it's New Year's and I love you all. And it's time to embrace our okay, you know what? It's New Year's. Let me give you guys one more thing here. I just think because Adriana and Julia Lemigova are fighting on RHOM. Now, I think it's going to be great when it comes back. And in the finale, we have a video that is surfaced where Adriana is seen saying to Julia, "The mask is off. I see you for who you are." I'm Look, if Julia entered her villain era, I would love it. I would love it because Julia is so fucking boring. Just for the record, and it's all apparently because Julia got close to Alexia, and Alexia is the devil, according to Adriana. Let me just be very clear. I don't need to watch this. I don't need to see it. I don't need to think about it. I am always will be team Adriana. It's very rare that I like have such a strong feeling about a housewife. Because I really don't care. I'm like team this. I love Adriana. There's just something about her. She's been on this show. I don't know. I have a soft spot for Adriana. I think yeah, I don't know why she doesn't have a fucking mojito. She's like kind of my favorite one up there. And I love Larsa, and I know you all hate Larsa. So let me leave on that note. I love you all. Happy New Year. Happy quick hit. We got a good guest for you tomorrow. We got a crazy January. You all stuck with us through December, the hardest month to stick with a podcast. Really, there's so much going on. Love you all. We're not going anywhere. 2025, guys. I'm going to be here 365 days from now. I will be sitting right here unless something happens to me and I physically can't, which knock on wood that it won't. I wish everyone health and happiness this new year. Set your goals, be happy. Let's make it a good year. Don't be too hard on yourself today. If your New Year's resolution is to eat healthy and you're in bed right now listening to this with General So's, if you have that large pepperoni pizza on the